Hi, okay. Okay, wait, I can do this. I haven't live streamed in forever, and that might be noticeable. I can do this. I swear I can do this. I believe I can do this. As long as I can. And as long as I believe I can do this, I can do this. That's logic. Wait. I'm picking up the music. There we go. Hey! Oh my god. That's a bit loud. I think this. Hi everyone. Okay. Hahaha. Sorry. This was an extremely spontaneous decision. As most of you know, I am sadly still busy, and it's got just a little bit more complicated these past days. However, wait. There we go. However, I decided we haven't had a live stream in so long. I owe you guys. I owe you guys. So I'd say we get at least half an hour. At least half an hour, depending on how it goes. I haven't slept yet, so I might have to excuse myself at some point. However, for now, at least half an hour, maybe even an hour, or probably even an hour, to be honest. We always tend to get off topic, which I love. This community is absolutely fantastic for that. Let me just really quickly pull up the chat over there, because on the phone it's very fast. It's very, very hard to catch all the messages most of the time. So, there we go. Okay. Hi, I haven't slept in 33, oh my god, 37 hours. You should sleep. Please, dear, sleep. You need to sleep. Sleep deprivation is very bad for you, actually. I know I'm a hypocrite, but to be fair, it's not by choice. I have insomnia. You're still in Japan? Yeah. And I'm moving, actually, in 2 days. I'm moving into my new apartment. I'm gonna move into an apartment. I can't believe it. Like, I ordered furniture and everything, and it's like, oh my god. I'm actually, doing all these adult things. It's so weird. Where are you from? I'm from Germany, however, I'm living in Japan. I love it here. I want to stay here forever. It is fantastic here. Never want to go home. I want to see the live stream. Okay. Well, I'm so happy that you're here. It really means a lot to me. So yeah, welcome everybody. It's been so long. I don't even know. Guys, what have you been up to? How are you? How are you doing? Excuse me for looking extremely tired. Oh my god. How has the moving process been? Was it easier than before? I'm only moving in 2 days, so the moving process has not yet started. I am a little bit nervous because it's more complicated definitely in some areas. I had to buy furniture, which was expensive. Please watch my videos. Please watch my videos. I didn't expect anyone to donate because I absolutely get that I'm a broke student. I get that most people can't donate. Just watch my videos, please. Oh my god. Being an adult is so expensive. Why is living expensive? I find that to be a stupid system. You're giving me an interesting energy. Well, that I take as a compliment. Please consider though that I am intensely sleep deprived. To be fair, for some reason my medication makes my insomnia worse, which is why I will change it. I'll bring it up on my next appointment, which is luckily it's tomorrow. Oh my god, it's tomorrow. Is it? Yes, it's tomorrow. God, I'm so glad when I can address this issue because I need sleep. I have gotten an average of 4 hours of sleep a night for the past 14 days. I just want to sleep. I love the newest video. Thank you so much. I'm really, really happy to hear that. I told the server. Yes, I saw Ferris. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Hi. I want to join your membership thingy, but my parents won't let me on. Don't worry about it, really. It's mostly for early access. They do occasionally get a few exclusive videos, but I do want to make it in a way where having memberships, like on the one hand, I want to give something back for the people who are willingly donating a small portion of the money to me, which is hugely appreciated. But on the other, I know that not everybody can afford that, so it won't take away from like my main content or anything like that. I'm watching this and doing silly clown makeup. That sounds like fun. Honestly, that sounds like a vibe. You're back. Yes. Yes, I'm back. Hi. Yes, I'm back with lives. Not that much, probably, but hey, as long as we can still have this amazing community and amazing conversations, of course, I'll always return to you guys. Hey, how are you? I haven't seen you in a long time. Oh my god, yeah. I'm stressed, however, in a good way. In a way that I'm at a point in my life which is moving in a very positive direction, and I am really excited for that. Like, I'm a bit nervous because I'll also get my grades soon, and I definitely think I failed calculus too. But I think I passed the overall semester, and I'm super excited to move on to the next one where I can focus on biology out and foremost, which you guys know me. I love biology. That's my vibe. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see you again. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see all of you. Like, literally, I disappeared for so long, and to see you still, like, when I return, to welcome me with open arms and to welcome my content. And now in the live streams, I know that this chat has a high variability on how active it is, and I'm just so happy to see so many of you again and so many familiar faces. It's like, you stuck around, and I don't know, I value that so much. Thank you. Oh my god, this is wonderful. No, I'm a mess, but I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for sweet talking to me. I appreciate that. If you don't mind me answering, when is the next In My Shadow series coming? It's my favorite. So first, I am still working on the bonus parts for the first alternative ending. Because then there will be a supercut. That's the usual procedure. I don't know yet when I will work on the second alternative ending, like the next big one, because that is a huge project, and I don't know when I will have the time and energy to undertake the whole project. It's so funny how I'm going to know what I'm. What? It's fine. I'm not going to know what I'm doing for my GCC. That must be an American thing. I don't know what that is. I'm so sorry, guys. Of course, I'm really. Oh. I have insomnia and ADHD too. Same. Same. Like, for me, it's like a whole package thing, and it's really annoying because it makes it really hard to get adequate medical care because most doctors are not equipped to deal with all of them. You know, like for me. There are multiple things that come together with like the MPD, autism, ADHD, and they all overlap and influence each other. But finding someone who isn't just a specialist in one but also understands the other fairly well is almost impossible. Yes, I sometimes you have to prioritize things, and for me, what I came to realize that a lot of the things I struggle with, I could potentially improve if my ADHD improved, because I have very severe executive dysfunction sometimes. So I can't really do certain tasks and function in certain circumstances, or stop! Oh my god! Thank you so much, Christian. God. I'm not used to this anymore. Getting donations in live stream. Oh my god. Oh my god. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so appreciated. It will go straight into my move and like buying furniture and everything. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. What was I saying? Right, executive dysfunction. And the things with executive dysfunction, like for example, sometimes my doctor requests of me that I track certain of my symptoms, and I struggle to do that because of executive dysfunction. In a similar way that I struggle to implement certain healthy lifestyle changes that might elevate my living quality, living quality. You guys know what I mean. So addressing the executive dysfunction and the ADHD first is a crucial step in addressing anything else. So that's why I'm currently putting the priority there. But yeah. Hi everyone! Oh my god, welcome! Welcome to the chat! And hi! Oh my god, yeah. Christian is so kind, I love him. Yeah, same. Oh my god, Christian has been one of the most, how do you say it? Words. one of the biggest supporters of this channel, and I genuinely appreciate that a lot, really. Mio, hi! Oh my god, it's been so long. God, I'm getting nostalgic. Like, I feel bad because it's been so long, and yet you get like this sleep-deprived, messy version of me. Which, hey, that's still a nice version, okay? Every version of me is a nice version, but like, look at me. I could have at least tried a little harder, you know? When's the next unexpected feature coming out? I don't know yet. I didn't even plan to start this third season so soon, but so many of you requested, and I thought for Christmas, it was a nice little present. But yeah, I don't really have a schedule at the moment. I do, however, because obviously there's just too much going on in my life. However, I do have some plans, and this is first of all because I've gotten so many comments about it. To finish the Call Them Act Suspicious and Hang Up challenge, and I decided instead of finishing it, I would reboot it because I couldn't live with my old versions of these. No, I have improved as a writer. I'm being kind to my younger self, and I'm being proud of the progress I made. However, I could not live with them. And yeah, for the poly ships, there is a bunch of series that could have a potential supercut, so I'm working on the bonus parts, because as you guys know, when I make a supercut, I want to give you additional content. Like, I never want to publish anything that is not at all original, so there always has to be something new in there. And then also, my channel members actually decided that the next challenge for the poly ships that I should complete is the Wearing the Skirt challenge. They also decided that in that case I should keep the old versions, which, thank you guys so much that you still appreciate the old versions. You could have just let me rewrite them because they're terrible. No, I mean, they're okay. They're okay. Hannah, how are you? I've missed seeing you live. Watching someone like me makes me happy. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm good. Tired, but good, and a little bit stressed, but hanging in there, and I'm really excited for everything that's to come. And I know that once the stressful phase is over and I'm settled in my new apartment, I still have an entire month of like spring break. And then I can really focus on making videos and just, settle in and, be excited about everything that's to come. So I just have to live through this next stressful phase and hope that the medication change, which I hopefully will get, will help with the symptoms. I'm so happy you're alive. I miss your lives. Aw, thank you, Jelly. Oh my god. Guys, you're gonna make me emotional if you continue like this. How's your studying going? Well, finished my first semester. I will know my grades, I think tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow. I think I have passed. Not all subjects, definitely failed calculus too. That one was not nice to me. It was extremely stressful the first semester, I'm not gonna lie. There were a bunch of circumstances that came together that made it extremely stressful. It was very challenging, but I think I survived, which I'm really, really happy about, because now I can focus on biology, and I love biology. Oh my god. I just remembered that I have to revise for my REGCS. I don't know what that is. I have no idea what this is. Hi, just Magazine. Oh my god, Maria, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. And hi, just Magazine. I will never not fangirl over Hi, just being in my chat, okay? Thank you very much. Still excited about that new poly ship challenge. Oh my god, okay. I'm calm about that. I'm completely normal about that. No, I'm not. I'm super excited. Like, oh my god. Do you have any show recommendations? If you haven't watched it yet, have an official blessing. It's amazing. It just got, like, in this new short film, and it, oh my god. I don't even know where to start. It made me so happy and so emotional. Like, I cried. Oh my god. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Probably the sleep deprivation. It's okay. I'm going insane with my classes. Oh, that's, yeah, understandable. I'm so happy to be on spring break. I needed this. I still need this. I will need this for a while. Soon. I need to see how this week's going to be at work. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, I don't even know if I can actually manage a new video next week. I have the script finished. However, I'll be moving, and that will take me a couple of days. And I don't know if in between I get to do the voice recording. Also, I'm really tired of recording in this room because it has that air thingy. These rooms in the dormitory are fairly small, and very well insulated, but for some reason I guess we don't get enough oxygen from the outside, so we have that air thingy over there, which gives you oxygen, which is nice. I like living, but also it makes an annoying background sound, and I don't like recording with it at the moment. Just joined the live. What's going on? Hi, welcome. Not much. We're catching up again. I haven't been live in so long. I'm so happy to hear from all of you again. My girlfriend is trying to convince me to sleep, but I don't want to. You should listen to her. You see, not sleeping for 37 hours is not healthy. You should listen to her. Please listen to her. If you have the option to sleep, please sleep. What's happening? I just joined. It's mostly casual conversation. You can ask me whatever you want as long as it's respectful and appropriate for this kind of live stream and chat. And yeah, I'm here. I'm living in Japan. I'm making haiku content. Love talking about it. Love talking about anime, specifically haiku, but also lots of others. So whatever comes to mind. How do you post so much? I'm working on one text and still I'm struggling. Well, I had a lot of practice. Like, it was a bit harder definitely in the beginning. It does help that you guys, like, your guys' comments gives me a huge dopamine boost. It's so true though. Like, it makes me so happy. Just, like, I'm uploading a video and then I see your guys' comments and then I have a great day. Like, kinda, that makes me want to repeat that process over and over again. Do you miss seeing your family? Not that much, to be honest. And I know that sounds really heartless to some, but one part of ADHD is optic impermanence. So essentially anything that it's not in my direct eyesight, I tend to forget that it exists. That is obviously very extremely put. Like, for example, my mom and I, we do chat almost every other day, just video chatting in the evening. It's really nice to have that option nowadays, like modern technology. Isn't it great? But yeah, that is to say, it's, I don't really. It's probably an ADHD thing. It's just, I don't miss people. I have never missed people, and I never felt homesick before, which is kind of nice in a way, because it makes moving to another country easy for me in some regards. In others, I'm really struggling. How have you been handling hormone treatment? I do not receive hormone treatment. I don't know where you got that information. Any advice or feedback on yeah. No, I'm sorry. I can't really help with that. I'm not receiving hormone treatment. I only had my surgery, my top surgery. That now I only have like the 2 scars here. But I'm not taking hormones. I have contemplated taking hormones because some non-binary people do and feel more comfortable with it, and others don't. I have not made a final decision yet, but I'm leaning towards no, because I'm fairly happy with my voice. I don't really seek to have like facial hair, and again, for some non-binary people, that is something that's very gender affirming. For me, it wouldn't be. The only thing I would potentially like to change, or for it to change, is like my facial structure, because I feel like it's very round and soft and feminine, and that sometimes makes me a bit uncomfortable. But considering all the effects that it have, and from these effects which I would want and which I wouldn't want, it's probably not worth it in my case, and I might pursue alternative avenues to achieve what I want to achieve in the future. As of now, it's a no for me. Yes. Haikyuu or Blue Lock? Oh, Haikyuu, 100%! What question is that even? And, okay, obviously it's about preference. Here's my reasoning. First of all, Haikyuu is just amazing. Supremacy, everything. Like, actually, I was always a little bit, like, never into sports anime. They didn't interest me. And then my sister convinced me to get into Haikyuu. And I loved it. So then I thought, oh, if this is what sports anime are? And then I watched others and I was severely disappointed. I don't know. Most of them was so boring to me. Haikyuu, for some reason, I don't even know what exactly it is about it, but it's so riveting. Like, you watch it and you are just engaged, and like, it's more tense, these matches, sometimes, than like any shonen manga battle scene, which is, I don't understand how they do it, but I'm so emotionally invested for some reason, and I love it. Yes. Blue Lock, on the other hand, I think after coming from Haikyuu, and you have this whole supportive attitude, like even with your rivalries. I think one thing I really appreciate about Haikyuu is how it teaches a very healthy relationship and in rivalry like competition. It's very healthy in Haikyuu. Like you address all kinds of insecurities and things, like all kinds of dynamics, and it's still always in a very healthy framework. And so coming from that, and the characters genuinely being supportive of one another, even when they play on different teams, to Blue Lock, where it's like, selfishness, you need to be selfish, everyone needs to be selfish, was so jarring. I have not watched more than, like, I think 3 episodes. I do assume that later you will have more team building, because football is a team sport, right? But, like, it was so jarring. I just couldn't continue. I like my supportive relationships. I think that really much shines through in my stories. Wait, I saw a question before. If you don't mind me asking, what type of stims do you have for ADHD? Ooh, that's hard. That's hard because I have ADHD, so I have autism and ADHD. I cannot separate my autism stims from my ADHD stims. For my ADHD stims, I tend to chew on these pens, for example. Like, I'll constantly do something like this. That is definitely a stim. I also do this kind of stuff. The amount of times I dropped things, incredible. Yes. Oh my god. So it's a lot. Vocal stims I have sometimes, especially song-related vocal stims, and like echolalia, so the repetition of things. And the thing with my family is the same. It's so bad. You can't say anything in my family without someone coming up with a song text and lyrics to that thing. I cannot leave the house. Like when I was with my family and I wanted to leave the house, it was like, oh yeah, see you later, and obviously the see you later alligator, and so on and so forth. And I would get so fed up with it. I was just like, oh, whatever. And you know what my mom would say? Whenever we're meant to be together. I'm like, no. Living with a whole family of ADHD, with all of them with echolalia, is where to even start? You're very beautiful in your natural facial structure, but whatever makes you most comfortable. XY often loses some degree of facial fat with age, which can contribute to a more chiseled jaw. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's ultimately about comfort. Like, for example, when it came to my breasts, I know that I looked very beautiful and feminine before, and it's not that I was aware that objectively I was looking like a beautiful woman, but the problem was obviously just that I am not a woman, and so I didn't feel comfortable being perceived as one. And that's the difference, right? Like, I don't mind being perceived as feminine. Often I dress very femininely. I often joke like that my gender is femboy. But I disliked and I felt dysphoric about being perceived as a woman. And so having the top surgery was not to make me more beautiful, it was just to make me more in line with myself. And that's what it's all about, right? Okay. There are some good things in Blue Lock. I don't doubt that, but I couldn't get past the selfishness. It was too much for me. But I think the fact that the author allegedly wanted to write Battle Royale manga and then change into football just to see what it would do describes the difference pretty well. Like, yeah, okay. That makes so much sense. Oh my god. That makes a scary amount of sense. Just like, though, wasn't the Haikyuu manga no. Am I confusing something? I know there was... I think I'm getting some things mixed up. Huh. I'm gonna put that thought on hold. Yes. Sorry. Sorry, I'm not catching all the messages in the series. Thank you graciously for sharing your experience. Thank you. Really, it's not an issue for me. I think a big part of that is the autism. Like, I'm not as aware of most like social norms or when you are supposed to not talk about something or talk about something, and for me that makes it easier, and I feel comfortable with that. But yeah, so I think that's definitely part of it, and I don't mind sharing. And if you have any questions about me, about anything about my life and my journey as like being transgender, being non-binary, feel free to ask. I'd love to answer it. Obviously, as long as it's appropriate and respectful. We are still in a certain framework here, and I would appreciate if that's considered. Have you been Silly Goose? Oh, I missed that nickname. Oh my god. The nostalgia. You haven't streamed in a while. I keep missing the ones you did because of the new time difference, so I've missed you. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm so happy to see you again. I can't even. Words are evading me. I'm okay. I was very stressed for quite a long time, and I'm struggling a little bit with the medication I'm getting and finding the right one for me. But overall, I'm on a good path now, I think, and I'm really excited to walk it. And that's an amazing feeling. That's an amazing feeling, just to feel like, yeah, you're going in the right direction, and you're excited about it. It's like, I'm really happy to be here. You look amazing in yellow. Thank you so much. It's my favorite color. Jesus Christ. I just remembered to check my Discord. Totally forgot which account was yours. It's now called Kyo because that's the name I go by now. So that's the account. It currently has a Rengoku profile picture, though I still have to work on that. Since you are they them and transgender, do you date all genders or just girls? Okay, so my gender has nothing to do with the gender I'm attracted to. That's just, I think people get that often mixed up, but that's fair. So yeah, whatever gender someone identifies as does not correlate with who they are attracted to. Personally, I am Aries, so in terms, for example, of sexual attraction, I'm attracted to nobody. No one. No gender under the sun. It's all nothing to me. However, when it comes to, for example, romantic attraction, which it's a spectrum, right? When it comes to romantic attraction, I would probably say I don't mind the gender. That will probably make me pan-romantic, but it's hard to say. I'm on the Aries spectrum, also on the aromantic spectrum. I just don't know quite where, and I don't think I need to know quite where. I'm sticking with Aries. I do have 2 partners. I love them so much. And I'm just taking the things as they come. You can tell you're happy. You're so giddy. You're so cute. Thank you so much. Oh my god. Sorry, not used to the new names. I haven't even read the comment. Oh my god, I even read the comment. What can't I read? Yeah, don't worry about it. I know it's a change. You'll get used to it. It's all good. All good. And I don't mind if people still call me Hana. That's that's what my online persona has been for so long. I'm just saying, hey, here's my new name. You can use it or you can stick to Hana. Most of you don't know my actual birth name, and there are still people that also still use that, and it's not a dead name per se. It's more like, I don't know how to say it honestly. It's like my family and my friends from at home in Germany still use my birth name. And that's okay, because I never minded that name that much. However, I didn't like the Japanese version of that name, and I did feel like when I moved to Japan that I was stepping sort of into a new era, into a new identity, especially with having Top Search done and everything. So I wanted something new and a new name to reflect that. And Kyo was just the name that felt right for me. And now that's the name I mainly go by. But again, I do not mind if you still call me Hana. That's my online persona. For the longest time, I have kept these very consciously separate. That's why I never used my birth name online. And now I kind of do use the name that I also use in real life. So I guess everything's blending together a bit. You're so pretty. My smile. Oh god. Thank you so much. I do. I'm very proud of it. Oh wait, I missed the context on that one. I think maybe. Ha. Damn it. So if I'm a boy, am I allowed to date a boy, or is that just not fair? Of course you're allowed. Of course you're allowed. Yes, if you oh right, yes, how does you do know my birthday? That's true. you do it. You do. You have special privileges. No, but yeah, to the question, of course, if you are a boy, if you're a man, you can date other men. That's completely fine. There's no reason why that shouldn't be allowed. Yes. Hey Hannah, did you get to visit the haiku store in Japan yet? No, not yet. Also, I'm not sure if there's a haiku store in Sapporo. If it's anywhere else, I have not gotten to travel yet. I have visited anime stores though. Oh my god, I have to, wait. Oh, I already packed it in the box, damn it. Okay, but I have to say, bought at the anime store all of the Haikyuu manga post time skip because they had them lying around there, and each manga cost like €4, which is insanely cheap. So I was like, oh my god, yes. Yes. Same, like, I don't care about my actual name. It's not my dead name, but I also don't identify with it, though. Yeah, that's kind of like it. It feels like I have a little bit outgrown my name, but if my family and old friends still use it, I don't mind that. Like, for them, that's still the person I am, and I don't need them to change it, you know? Yeah, I've kind of had a hard week, and seeing you live has made my whole week better. I miss you so much. Oh my god. Stop, I'm so happy to hear that. I feel like the stories helped me with finding my sexuality. Oh, that makes sense. For me, they were also an exploration of that. Like, my stories are a lot of catharsis, with mental health struggles, with coming to terms with disability. That's why, like, characters like Kemma, Ushijima, Kageyama, Kita, they're autistic in my stories. Hinata has ADHD, and so on and so forth. These are my headcanons for them, and a lot when I write about them and is exploring the social interactions that come with that. It's exploring life with disabilities. I had sometimes it's specifically pointed out. For example, I had flare-up days with Sakusa having hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. No idea where I got the inspiration for that. Who could be hypermobile here? And so on and so forth. So I'm really happy if it helps you too, because that's what I kind of want to share. Like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm rambling. I'm so sorry, guys. Favorite food or food places in Japan? Honestly, I haven't explored that many yet because I'm very picky about food. I have arthritis, so like food textures, I'm very sensitive towards them, and it can be a real challenge. But there is one like small, extremely cheap Italian restaurant. And when I say extremely cheap, I mean extremely cheap. You can get an entire pizza for under €3. It's a small pizza, but it's a pizza, and it tastes so good. That one's probably my favorite. Simply because it's a good budget for a student, and also it tastes good. If a zombie apocalypse broke out, would you be able to survive? No, I would kill myself immediately. I would. I am terrified of zombies. Also, I think we're glamorizing apocalypse a little bit too much in like video games and movies. I wouldn't want to live through that. No thanks. It's like kind of fun when you like the fantasy of it in a video game. That's the thing, right? Like you can enjoy fantasies while not actually wanting to live through that. So yeah, no, zombie apocalypse. I'm the first one to jump off the roof immediately. Oh my god. You can ramble all you want here. I doubt this. Thank you. Same, zombies are so gross. Yeah, exactly. Do you still do idea requests? Yes, I still have the request form. Again, I'm currently, I don't want to say stuck, but like obviously I don't get as much done, and if I do get something done, like for example, I'm prioritizing a little bit more the non-poly ships because they have been falling short. I'm trying to go back to the challenges because they too have not been as consistent, and I know that a lot of people like them. However, if you do have requests, by all means, put them in the request form, and every once in a while I skim through them, and if something really inspires me, I take that and make it into a video. I will never guarantee that I make any requests, simply because some are either not really fleshed out. Like I have people just putting a ship name in, and it's like, and like they put in the ship, and then they're like, and now do anything you want. I'm like, that is not a request. That is, I understand if you want a ship, put it in the comments, because that's where I take like basically the ratio from what I'm overlooking, what people want to see next. That's the comments or community posts. But if you put a request in, I expect a specific idea. Otherwise, it's nothing to me. Like just saying, hey, here's a ship, do whatever. No. Have you really chat with Rai? Not really, but we do still message each other. We're both in like a tricky situation currently. Rai way more than me. My condolences go out to everyone who lives in America. I am so sorry for you guys. Like genuinely, and I really hope that you stay safe, especially if you're queer and trans, that you have the opportunity to get to a safe place, because it is terrifying, and I'm so sorry that you have to go through that. I felt like I was always supposed to like the opposite gender, unlike after watching some of your few stories, I feel like it set my mind to like I don't have to do that anymore. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of, I don't want to say that's what I'm trying to achieve because that would sound wrong. But what I mean is, a lot of queer media focuses on queer tragedy, where being queer is a point of conflict, which does reflect a sad reality that we do sometimes live in, and that's sad. My stories, I didn't want to treat it as that. I want that aspect to be normal and to show what a world could look like where we just all accept it. Also, a world where relationships are healthy, and I love writing healthy relationships and to show that you can still make it extremely angsty, even when the relationship itself is very healthy. That's kind of my goal when writing. How are you and your partners, Silly Goose? I remember Silly Crow a while ago. We must update the code. Amazing. I don't know if I'm allowed to share this. So I'll ask them next time, and then if I get the okay, I'll share it with you. But there are amazing news on the horizon with Silly Crow. Yeah, we're still in contact, obviously. And I kind of get, maybe I'm dating a new person since I'm coming to Japan. But shh. Oh my god. Heard Hokkaido got record-breaking months of snow. How was experiencing the snow? Oh my god, it was so much. Like literally, at some point, the snow walls were taller than me, and like there is still so much snow out there. I can post pictures. Also, the snow festival, they make like giant statues. They're like giant statues, like 20, 30 meters something high statues. At least that's felt like. But I'm also tiny. That it has to be considered. Still, it was. I'm speechless. I'll post some pictures after this. It was amazing. What's your favorite chip? Mine is security. And then that's a decent one. Could be worse. I don't have a favorite. I prefer the poly ships. I have fallen in love with them over time, and as a writer, there's just so much more to play with dynamics-wise that makes it very interesting, and I just love it. But yeah, I don't have a specific favorite. Currently, I'm very attached to Sakatsu and Kida, and it comes and goes. Do you have any tips on being error ace? I think I might be, but how did you figure it out where? Here's the thing. Error ace is practically obviously saying I am not feeling a certain type of attraction. However, proving a negative is very hard. Like, imagine one analogy I saw is, imagine you have a pond. You have a pond in your yard, and you're trying to determine whether there are turtles in that pond. At what point do you go, oh, there are no turtles? They could be hidden, they could be buried, they could be hiding under a stone. The real answer is, it doesn't really matter. You use the label that you feel comfortable with, and if you are at a point where you're like, hey, I haven't experienced any romantic or sexual attraction, I think I'm error ace, and you feel comfortable with that label, then you can use that label. And if later you do fall in love, then you are free to change that. That just means you have learned something new about yourself. You don't have to get it right on the first try. Nobody gets it right on your first try. Imagine yourself, like just a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago. We always change. Humans in human nature are constantly changing. There's never, I have figured myself out. There are things you can figure out about yourself, and maybe later you have to correct them, and so on and so forth. But that's okay. That's okay. That's part of the human experience, and the point is, labels give us a way to express what we are feeling, and that's good. They give us a way to communicate these things. That it doesn't mean just because we are choosing what we feel most comfortable with that they are unimportant or arbitrary. They're not. They're a way to express what we're feeling. So whatever you feel like is most accurate to what you're feeling right now, that's what's right for you. And there are a ton of sub-labels. As I said, like error ace is a huge spectrum. There are a ton of sub-labels. You can read through them, and maybe you find one that describes exactly what you're feeling, and you're like, that's it. I personally am like, oh, I'm on the spectrum. Because it's a spectrum. So I'm on the error spectrum. Same with non-binary. I haven't narrowed down my gender. I'm just somewhere in between, so I'm non-binary. Whatever you feel comfortable with, that's what it is. And if you figure out something new about yourself, congratulations. It's gonna be a great time every time. That was a long rant. I'm so sorry. Me discovering that pan-romantic exists. Oh god, yeah. Pan-romantic. It's a beautiful orientation. And I mean, on top of that, like, obviously error ace is specific in the sense that it tells you essentially the level of attraction, because again, it's a spectrum. You can be absolutely zero attracted, in which case it doesn't, like, there's no specification further. But if you are, for example, gray romantic or anything like that, then you can still specify, hey, I am gray romantic, which then refers to the level of attraction, meaning in case of gray romantic that you rarely feel romantic attraction, and then you can specify further whom that attraction is towards, right? Like, for example, you could be lesbian gray romantic, where you are female identifying, you're attracted to other people who are female identifying, but only very rarely. You see, humans are very complex. We're very nuanced. And if you want to be very precise about it, you can very quickly add a bunch of labels. And if you feel comfortable with that, that's perfectly fine. So, yeah, there's a lot to explore and discover. And that's a beautiful part of the human experience. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I hope this makes sense. I hope this helped anyone. I don't even know if the person who originally asked the question is still here. Hey, could we hear you speak Japanese? I'm learning Japanese. Look, my Japanese is not good yet. So, maybe later? I had a giant crisis with that like half a year ago, ironically because of a person who then blocked me and everything. Oh no! Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. But yeah, I get that. Like, I will be like, I have figured myself out. And then, like, I don't know, sometimes it's just TikTok. The TikTok algorithm isn't extremely scarily accurate and giving me videos like, have you experienced this and this? And I'm like, huh. But, yeah, it's a fun time being human. Do you have any suggestions on how to respond to gender roles on Discord when you don't find any gender label? Like, I don't want to place a label, but I feel like I always have to pick one. I'm a bit confused on the context because I don't know what gender roles on Discord you're referring to. But yeah, if you don't want to pick a label, you don't have to pick a label. Obviously, there will be situations where people try to box you in, and sometimes it's easier to work with them and like be like, yeah, I'll just go with this. And sometimes you can and should stand your ground and be like, nah, you know what? I don't want to pick a label, and that's perfectly valid as well. Hello, how old are you? I am 21 years old. Not for that much longer, but yeah, at the moment I'm 21 years old. Oh my god. No way! I'm turning 22 soon. This is so weird. Oh my god. I'm ignoring that part, I decide. I just noticed that you don't really have a Tsukiyama Kagina series. That is true. And I think it's because I'm hesitant to write angst for them, because they're my babies. How do you write angst for the baby crows? But yeah, I should be working on something. You know what? I'll think of something. I'll think of something. Send you the idea, her comfort, Iwa Oi, Kodoken, and Tsukiyama Kagina coming out. What? I'm so confused. I need more context on that one. Don't worry to choose extremely. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about growing old. I'm worried about having to be more responsible. Look at me. Do I look like a functioning adult? No. Also, I'm like the oldest in my class, like, because several things from like different education systems, so on and so forth. But like, I came here, and like, the first person I met with who is in my class was still 17 at that point, and then turned like 18 a month after, and I was like, damn, I'm so much older than my other classmates. Well, the difference isn't that big, and it's college, so it's kind of to be expected that there's a range, but still. Oh my god. 22, you're still a baby. I know, I'm not saying I'm growing old. I'm saying I have to take responsibility. I mean, I have to do that regardless, but like, you see the point, right? Nobody likes their 20s. Does Germany or the EU have a relatively stress-free exchange or transfer program for you to be able to study abroad? Okay, I'm not in an exchange program. I am directly in the program at the Japanese university. There are exchange programs, there are plenty of other international students in different programs here, but I applied directly to this university and I'm studying directly at this university. So I'm not in an exchange program. I wouldn't know how they function. Within the EU, I know that they have quite a lot of exchange programs, and it should be fairly easy, simply because the EU works together quite tightly. So yes, but I don't have information on that because I've never been through that process. I sent a request. Okay, I see. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'm excited to see what you guys come up with. I wouldn't mind me asking about what college major are you? I'm biology. I'm so excited to learn more about biology. I have like this huge book here, and I'm sorry. I love biology. That is barely noticeable. I swear. I'm very normal about this and not at all autistic, hyper interest, special interest focused on it. I want to study abroad. I don't know how that's possible if I'm in the States. It is possible. You just have to do like the research and see what programs they are. Obviously, depending on circumstances, it can be more difficult. I don't know what the programs are like in the States. As I said, like in this case, it didn't depend on where I'm from. One of my classmates is, for example, from America. I applied to the university directly, so it didn't matter where I was from. Exchange programs obviously are a little bit more dependent on like universities collaborating and so on and so forth, and I don't know anything about that, but yeah, so you can definitely look for international programs at universities of all over the world and see what fits for you. Do you have any headcanons for Hinata's dad? Not really, no, not at all. He's not a character I have ever considered or thought about. What did you learn new at the uni about biology? Like, could you learn new things, or did you all know before? So this first semester was essentially more to bring everyone onto like the same level. So for me in biology, it wasn't really a lot of new things. I had studied most of that before, partially also in my free time because I really like biology. However, we did dissect a squid, which was so cool, and I have the beak over there. It's so cute because it's so tiny. Wait, I can show you. Okay. Okay. So the beak consists of two halves. I have to be careful. It gets a little bit brittle. I like it. These are the two halves. And you can like stick them together. And then you have like the little beak. You can focus on it. Please focus, camera. It doesn't want to focus, but I think you get the idea. Anyway, the beak is cute, okay? I kept it. It's so adorable. There we go. I'm on the same page. I'm fixated on dissections, learning about neurodiseases and stuff like that. Oh yeah, I actually had a chemistry presentation about prions disease. It was so fascinating. Specifically a treatment method that targets an intermediate step of like the protein folding with prions. It's so cool. Hi, I haven't seen you in so long. Hi Maya, oh my god. Yes, I haven't seen you in so long either. Oh my god. I'm so happy to see you here again. Hi. Oh my god, how cute. The thing is cute, but what exactly is this? Also, you're gorgeous, thank you so much. That was the beak of a squid. I mean, I assume you all know what squids are, and they have like a beak above the mouth. Like that's their mouth. They have a beak, like a parrot. It looks almost identical. It's really fascinating. And yeah, so we dissected it, and for some step we had to pull the beak out to inspect the digestive system. And so I just kept it because we were allowed to, and it was cute. Easy as that. Am I the only one who has 29 plans for the future but can't find motivation to study or train? Yeah, no, that's relatable. I feel so lucky that I got in here. And sometimes I don't know why, but it's much appreciated. Wait, let me check something. Okay. Um, sorry, I'm back with you. Oh my god, prion diseases. I hold the page. I've learned about this too. I focused on the mad cow disease. Oh yes, fascinating one. It's so cool with how it can be caused by protein mistyping. Yeah, exactly. That's what all my prion diseases are. Like, right? I got down this rabbit hole actually through the fanfiction In Another Life. Because in Another Life, Bokuto has FFI, Fatal Familiar Insomnia, which is a prion disease. And the thing is, I was so fascinated because it's heritable, right? Like this is a heritable disease typically. However, you could also get infected with it, and I was like, oh my god, how does that work? And I'm just realizing I sound way too excited about a deadly disease. However, to my defense, the biology is it's very interesting. Yes. Do they have teeth? No, no, no. Squids don't have teeth. They have beak. They have beak, and it's really cute. Just popping in. As much as I want to say I can't, personal issues I'm dealing with at the moment. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I wish you the best of luck with it and that you have hopefully still a good day. Can you speak Japanese? Only a very little, but I'm working on it. Hey, quick question. What sexuality is Hinata? And if you don't mind me asking, if you mean Hinata from Haikyuu, that depends. It's never specified, so there's literally anything is on the table. Unless the character is specifically said to be one thing, it's unclear what the character is. Obviously, in my headcanon, well, I say obviously, but actually I don't know. Probably I'd put him as pansexual. I think that kind of fits. But that's just a headcanon. Hello again after a long time. Hello! Welcome back to the live stream. I'm so happy to see you all here again. Sorry. Wait, do you still have those other people inside you, like that other personality? That's an interesting way to put it, but yes, I have not been cured from my DID. It is possible, technically, but not what I'm striving for. At least not in that way. There is a difference between final fusion and functional multiplicity, and it's a whole thing. But yes, I still have DID. Still have people in my head. Still hearing voices. My case is omnisexual, but yeah, pan is also okay too. Yeah, I think the difference is like obviously with omnisexual and pansexual, because I thought for the longest time I was omnisexual, so I researched this extensively. And like with omnisexual, it's like you are attracted to all genders, but you have preferences. And with pansexual, it's like gender doesn't matter to you. It's not a factor that is part of the equation, right? It's about the person and who you fall in love with, which honestly, they are just the next step of evolution, let's face it. But yeah, I can definitely see both for Hinata. I don't know. I think he would be someone who just doesn't care. But I've written a research paper for my college, so I got a little carried away. But yes, I love privacy so much. Same. It's odd when you phrase it that way, but I absolutely 100% know what you mean. Yes, thank you. I've been fixated on this for so long. It can be spewed. Yes, exactly. It's so. Sorry. Now I'm getting carried away. I feel like I don't like talking about my sexuality in real life. I feel like people would judge me for it because a lot of people like telling me like, oh, when are you going to get a boyfriend? Yeah, that sucks. I have so many stories like on the back of my mind. Like I can make 1,000 stories, but I don't have time or the motivation for it, and I just really have to focus on school. But like, yeah, that sucks. Sometimes circumstances really have a huge impact, and like this whole idea of feeling that you might not be accepted or that people will be bigots about it, that is really annoying. I have to say I can't really relate, which I do again partially blame the autism for it, because for me it was never something that I had to be ashamed. It was just a fact. And because of that, I was never really worried what other people might think about it, or I was never really ashamed of it. So, that's the good part. Sometimes my autism can be very disabling, but I gotta take the good parts where they come. I hope you don't mind me asking, how did you know you had ADHD? I was diagnosed as a child. I was lucky in terms of ADHD to get early diagnosed, though I had never received proper treatment, so I'm struggling with almost the same things as someone who is late diagnosed, which really sucks. But yeah, I got early diagnosed because it was obvious in my case, apparently. It's definitely a lot harder for AFAB people, so I got lucky. I really type because I think I'm bi, but I don't know I'm pan. What's the difference? Help me. Okay, so bisexual refers to someone who typically is attracted to two genders or more. It's an umbrella term. I find that very confusing. I would have preferred if bisexual meant being attracted to two genders. It doesn't have to specify which, and polysexual meant that, but no, we have to make words confusing. No, but yeah, bisexual means that you are attracted to two genders or more. Typically, what people associate it is people who are both attracted to men and women. It can also mean that you're attracted to men, women, and non-binary people, and so on and so forth. However, in bisexuality, as I said, it's an umbrella term, and do people consider pansexual to be part of the bisexual umbrella? I'm actually not sure about that part, but yes, in bisexuality, typically you can have like preferences. Like gender does matter to you in some capacity. Well, pansexual, it's often described as you don't see gender. So gender is not a factor that plays into your attraction. You are attracted to a person and to who they are, but what gender they are doesn't really matter to you. And those can be very difficult to differentiate, so just go with whatever feels right for you. And if you haven't figured it out yet, then it's just like, you haven't figured it out yet. And that's also okay. I got diagnosed at 11 from autism. I'm jealous. Damn it. I really think I have ADHD, but I wouldn't get treated anyways because my parents wouldn't care for think it was real. Yeah, that sucks. I mean, maybe you can try to give them educational materials about ADHD and show them studies because it is very much real. It is very debilitating. But yeah, I sadly don't know what else to do. An emotional breakdown because my parents don't understand and don't think I have social anxiety because they think there's only one type of it, extreme social anxiety. Yeah. Oh my god, so many people don't understand what it means to have a spectrum or for nuance. I don't understand. Why so many people, no matter the topic, like there are so many topics this applies to, struggle with seeing nuance. Human experience is extremely varied because humans have so many variables that affect us. And that's a good part. That's a beautiful part. It makes life complex. And yes, it makes it complicated sometimes. But it's so nice. Like, imagine, for example, there was a time where in most paintings, the rainbow was represented with 3 colors. That's not what we know today, right? Today we think of the rainbow as 7 colors. And obviously, in reality, it's a huge color spectrum. Imagine you had someone who's only ever saw in their life the 3-colored rainbow on paintings, and then you told them, hey, there are all these other colors. Look, the rainbow actually has 7 colors. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that awesome? And they'll look at you and think, no, it just has 3 colors. Like, yeah, sure, they can think that. Why not? But how much beautiful diversity and variety are they robbing themselves of? And why? For what? The thing is, I love biology. Biology is all about the exceptions. Biology is all about finding patterns and then see where these patterns fall short and where they break apart and then exploring why and so on and so forth. That is the beautiful part about biology, and I love that. And it requires you to acknowledge and live in nuance. And I don't understand why so many people struggle with that, whether that be mental health, gender, sexuality. There's so much. So much. Almost everything in life is complex. That's just reality. Hannah, scrolling left from the comment. Okay, wait, let me see. Sorry if I missed it. A little is well said. Oh my god. Have I missed it? Yeah, I must have missed it. Okay. Again. Hey again. I love your video explaining the YouTube issues. I hope you enjoy my message to you. Aw, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry I can't answer to all of it recently. I'm often spread very thin, but I'm trying my best. But yeah, I do read all of the comments, genuinely, every single one, and they make my day, and I'm just so happy. Thank you so much. Live was all I needed, but I'm sad to have to go now. Aw. But thank you so much for being here. I genuinely appreciate it. Was being diagnosed a few years ago, still the same. What? I'm hoping when I get older I can get diagnosis and treatment, but I'm struggling and I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that. I know how hard it is. I'm currently struggling and I am pursuing treatment. It's just not effective for me, and I'm trying different options. But yeah, definitely, it's hard sometimes to advocate for yourself. As I said, maybe you can show them there are studies, this is founded, this is a real thing, and maybe just you can try to make yourself a script and then sit down with them and try to like have a heart to heart, being like genuinely, hey, this is hurting me in these ways, this is where I'm struggling, it is a real thing, I would really like to get assessed for this because I'm scared that I might have this and that I could be doing a lot better given the right support. This can help. It doesn't always. Not everybody's understanding or prefers this kind of direct and honest communication. And that really sucks, and I'm really sorry for you. But there's always later, which sucks if you're struggling right now. Absolutely, 100%. And it sounds stupid, but there will be a point in your life where you are old enough and you have the resources, hopefully, to advocate for yourself and to decide for yourself which path to go. And then you might come to challenges again because some doctors are utter morons. But I believe in you. You can make it. And if you can, track your symptoms. Gather data. There are good apps for this. I know it's really hard with ADHD. I almost constantly and always fail to track my symptoms because it's ironic that this is what we have to do as people who are disabled and struggling with exactly this thing. However, we are sometimes have to try, and yeah, that sucks, but I believe in you and you can do it. No, I'm not 22 yet. I will be 22 soon. That's what I said. I'm not yet. I'm still 21. There's an all about voice. No, stop. Look. Let me rephrase this. Because I want to be kind to myself. I'm working on it, right? I do think I have done a lot of work to self-reflect, work on myself, and be at the point where I am today. However, as you pointed out, I'm also only 22. There is a lot of biases I'm still probably holding on to. There's a lot of this naive, youthful arrogance that I cannot entirely shake off, where I think I know better than anyone else, which I don't. But I think that because it's a feeling, and this feeling feels very accurate to me. No, but that is just to say, yes, I've worked a lot on myself, but I'm also just 21. I'm for sure not wise yet. I'm working on this. Give me like 20 more years. Hi, NerdyNekoma. I'm such a fan of your work. Oh, thank you so much. Oh my god. Ah, I'm so happy to hear that. What do you do if one of your friends accidentally says she or her? Depends. Like if it's a friend, I'd probably say, hey, they, them. You know, just like a gentle correction, being like, they, them. And they'll understand. Like, for example, my classmates obviously weren't used to it at first, like addressing me as such. And so I occasionally I'd be like, hey, they, them. And they'd be like, oh yeah, sorry. And then they just correct themselves and, you know, say they, and then all is good. If it's a stranger, I don't always mind or bother with it. If it's like, I had a couple of teachers who I would only have for one semester, and there was a bit of a language barrier, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna bother explain this to them. They barely address me ever with a pronoun, because if you are in a classroom, it's often like, either you get addressed directly, but it's very rarely that, you know, they talk about you in front of you using the wrong pronoun, right? So there wasn't really a need for it. But yeah, generally I just have a like slight correction, being like, yeah, it's they, them. You slipped up there. It's okay. That's it. The only problem we're having is if someone does it extensively and on purpose. Here is Japan really here is really Japan that expensive? Japan is cheap. Japan is hella cheap. Like, it depends where you come from, but it's hella cheap. I can afford to rent an apartment on my own. I could never afford that in Germany. I can afford to rent an apartment on my own. And it's not just 2 square meters. No, I'm going to rent an apartment that is over 20 square meters on my own. I could never do that in Hamburg. Living costs, for me these living costs compared to Germany are cheap, and I love it. I want to stay here. Thank you. Sometimes I must say the wrong pronouns and then I realize I need to correct myself. Yeah, and that's just practice. That's just time. It'll be easier over time. You can practice if you have like a specific person who this applies to. You can try taking their name and the correct pronouns and forming a few sentences to get used to it. But yes, just practice. I wasn't used to use they them pronouns at first because that's not something you typically get taught in school. We should improve on that. But yeah, and I practiced through reading fanfics with non-binary characters. Helped a lot. Yeah. Something I just want to point out because I want to explain that even older people can not be very smart and a lot of young people can be a lot of smart is from life experience or trauma. Yeah, it that plays part. Yep. I think a lot of what you could see, I'm struggling with complimenting myself even if it's not even a compliment like that, but I think a lot of the things you could perceive as wisdom about the things that I say are things that I achieved through recovering through trauma. And I'm not healed yet. I'm not there yet. But this whole self-reflection was necessary for me to get to a point of being better, getting better, healing. And yeah, that's just doing children one day. No, oh god, no. I'm child-free by choice. I will forever be child-free. And the first chance I get to get that useless organ removed, I'm gonna do it in a heartbeat. It's just so hard to get access to that surgery, but I'm trying really hard. But where was I? I forgot. Anyway, I didn't know that part either. Japan is cheap, at least for me, at least from my perspective. At least from my perspective, yeah. Like, I don't know, coming from Germany and my alternative being to study in Hamburg, I could have never afforded an apartment in Hamburg. Sapporo is the same size as Hamburg. I think even a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. A little bigger. I think Sapporo is a little bit bigger. And I can afford to rent an apartment here. Comfortably. Groceries, depending on what you want to eat, are fairly cheap. Fruits are hard to get by, which is a little bit bad because vitamins, but yeah, fruits are definitely a bit more expensive, but in general you can get food for pretty cheap. At combini or anything, it's not that expensive. What else? I mean, that's pretty much it. Like, I pay 10 euros a month for like my phone plan. I'm on a student phone plan, so that plays into it. I pay 15 euros, roughly, a little bit more in health insurance monthly. And for my medication and any doctor's appointments, I have to pay 30%, which for the appointment itself often is, again, something like 10 euros. And then for the medication, it actually can get quite expensive. But because everything else feels a lot cheaper, I don't really mind it that much. So yeah, for my frame of reference, which is a single frame of reference, living in Sapporo feels very cheap. It feels affordable. And I like that. I usually default to using they them pronouns just in general for people. Yeah, me too. And it becomes a problem because, like, okay, for example, with other content creators, Hayashime, for example, right? She at the beginning was doing not her own voice as a voiceover, and only at her 10,000 subscriber special did she answer the question, "What are her pronouns?" Right? And so because I didn't know before, and if I don't know someone's pronouns, I usually tend to go to they them for obvious reasons. Now I struggle sometimes is to call her they them, and I'm like, oh god, no, I'm so sorry. Wow, didn't know you were comfortable enough to tell us about your home city. Fair, but also Sapporo is huge. Like, really huge. And I also said that I was accepted to Hokkaido University, which is in Sapporo. I think you can put one and one together. I would have never told you my German home city because it's not huge. But if you live in a city that has 1 million citizens plus, I feel like we're on the safe side. I'm not gonna tell you where I am in Sapporo. No chance. It's alright, I don't mind that. Oh my god, you're still here. Okay, good to know. Thank you so much. I remember recording the video with the bracelet, the TikTok, and in the middle of it, like, I used she, her consistently, and then I watched it back and I was like, yeah, this time I got it right. Only for me to say literally in the first half of it, they them constantly. Like, no. Oh my god. Do you have a favorite between Osamu and Atsumu? Atsumu, because he's more relatable to me. That's it. I like both of them a lot, but yeah, if it's about, like, I don't know, Atsumu's more relatable. I kin him, and so yeah. I didn't even notice, to be honest. Well, and now I just told on myself. I'm so sorry. Oh, hi, welcome. Germany is so easy to find people in. German people get dogs too easily. Lol. Well, I'm not there anymore, so all is good. Did you drink enough water yet? I did the day before. However, it is now 6 a.m. and I have not slept yet. Oh my god. Why am I doing this to myself? But yeah, good reminder. Where did I put it? Oh, there. Drink your water, guys. That sounds hard. What sounds hard? Would you ever go back to Germany? I mean... Okay, in general, for the limited time of 6 months, almost, that I lived here, I definitely prefer Japan. And I want to stay here forever. And part of that is because it's comparatively affordable. Like, there's this whole joke about Gen Z will never be able to afford houses. Yeah, that's what it feels like in a lot of places in the world. And Japan is the first place where I feel like, oh, I might be able to someday. And that's really nice. So if I can, I would love to stay here forever. Will I visit my family in Germany? Of course. Would I want to go back? Well, not really. And it really depends on how the next elections turn out in a couple of days. I'm terrified. Extremely terrified. So I went to a psychologist. It was unfortunately not a great experience. Ugh, I hate that. She said I have neurosis when she cannot give me a diagnosis. And it's scary, but she was like, deal with it, I guess. That does not sound like a good interaction. Yeah, I'd say that qualifies as a bad experience. Damn it. How long are you staying in Japan? For now, definitely 4 years. That's how long my initial program lasts. However, I can then extend it by a by a master's program. I mean, potentially a PhD, though I don't really know if I want to make a PhD. I do definitely want to do a master's, if possible. So, the plan for now is definitely like 6 years. And then I might already qualify for permanent residency, which would be really great. And I don't know, so much can happen in 6 years, right? I have no clue if, I don't know, maybe I find a Japanese partner who absolutely wants to get married. Who knows? Maybe I find a good job here. Maybe YouTube will explode and I can do this as a full-time job. I don't know. I have no clue. 6 years is a long time and a lot can happen. And I'm really glad that I got that much time to figure things out. So, yeah. Oh my god, I remember my silly goose, but I forgot myself. Oh my god, it's been 6 months. Almost, yeah. Am I calculating this correctly? Look, I'm too tired for this. Do not be me, guys. the family though. Yeah, I'm gonna visit my family definitely. Would you get a real job or YouTube full time? See, that's tricky. The problem is I am mentally disabled. That's just one side. I have autism, I have ADHD, and that makes having a quote-unquote normal job really hard. However, research is not a normal job, for example, and there are so many crazy people and neurodiverse people in research, and that's fun. Um, I don't know quite which jobs I'll be able to do. I know that a 9 to 5 sounds like my worst nightmare. But we'll see. If ever given the opportunity, like if YouTube really gives me enough money, I would do it full time. I would still explore other things in addition to YouTube. Doing YouTube full time would only mean allowing myself to have the flexibility to additionally do whatever I want. I would start writing books. I would do research in any kind of biological field because I love biology. I don't want to stop engaging with it. It would just mean that it's a lot less scary to pursue new endeavors and things. Like, for example, I would love to essentially end up where Forrest Walke is kind of at this point. Forrest Walke is a science educator I look up to the extreme. I can only recommend his videos. He's also a biologist. He specifically teaches about evolution a lot. And I love that. That's exactly my kind of niche. And he, on the one hand, does YouTube and probably to a degree where he has a pretty stable income to that. He has like 200,000 subscribers. But in addition to that, he is still studying, still taking classes, and still like helping with research, helping educating people, and having so many side projects. That is kind of a dream for me. To have that flexibility through a stable foundation, may that be YouTube, may that be something else. I don't know if I'll achieve that. I'll try. And I don't know how I'll achieve that. But we'll see. I'll take you with me on my journey. It's 6 a.m. in Japan, why must I sleep? Because they haven't slept yet. I have been battling severe insomnia these past days. I think my meds are making it worse. I can't wait for tomorrow when I have my next appointment and can ask for them to get changed. Because this is not sustainable. Oh my god. Yes, I'm agreeing with her. Sleep is important for silly goose. I mean, I'll try in a bit. The problem is I can't. Having 7 days, that is very wrong, and we are not romanticizing sleep deprivation here, okay? I'm not happy with having slept so little. I mean, I did luckily manage to get a couple of hours each night. Not enough. This is why I want to change my medication and actively pursue a healthier option. Because sleep deprivation is not healthy for you, and we should stop romanticizing it as a society. It's not a competition. It's not great if you haven't slept for days. It's actually very harmful and damaging to your brain and body. If you can't, I'm so sorry. I know what that feels like. I have struggled with insomnia my entire life, and I really wish someone would really take the time to look into it, because it is something that is hurting me. It's something that is very hard on me, and I have bad phases, I have good phases, and I wish I could take something that gives me more good than bad phases. So yeah, sleep deprivation is not good. We are not romanticizing it on this channel. I have faith in our silly goose. Literally anything you put your mind to. But rest, hydration, and food on the top of that list for you. Yeah, I will, don't worry. I think we should also like stop in like 5 minutes. I feel my voice, because I'm not used to it anymore, getting a little bit thinner. And yes, I will try to sleep. Sadly, no guarantee on that, but it was so nice to be connecting with all of you. I really appreciate that. Yep, insomnia and just got that change. Yeah, same for me. Sucks. I would donate you guys my sleep in 13 hours. Oh yes, please. Oh my god, just 3 of those will make me so happy. Speaking of sleeping, I'm gonna hit the bed. Nice to chat with you again. See you with the Holy Challenge. Stop! I'm so excited. You're just gonna make me more excited each time. This is not fair. But yes, you should sleep. It was super nice chatting with you. I'm always so happy when you check in on my live streams. Like, oh my goodness. Yay. But yeah. And hey, if if the poly challenge is going to be as great as I think it is, which I am convinced of, you have to tell me at some point to which ship you really like for me, or maybe to make a video on, just so that I can give something back to you. Unless you say, oh no, you're writing, I would never listen to that. Which also fair. Oh my god. What am I doing here? See, this is what sleep deprivation does to you. This is why we need to avoid it, because it makes us silly and it rots our brain. Yes. Oh, also, oh my god, I should have asked this question when there were more people before. Oh, damn it. Wait, I can get it together. I'd love to share my sleep hours. Yeah, please, thanks. I'm taking any donation for sleep hours. How's learning Japanese going? I was so stressed towards the end of the semester that no knowledge stuck permanently, so I have to catch up now. I will use next month when I'm not stressed anymore to hopefully be able to remember some stuff. Like, my memory has been really going to shit the more stressed I got. Yeah. Writing's the best. I don't want to change anything about it. Thank you. Anyway, bye, gotta go. Have a good night today. Bye. Thank you so much for being here. What I really quickly wanted to ask, because okay, so I'm currently obviously writing the. See, my brain's not working. It's really not. They call them X suspicious and hang up challenge, right? I'm rewriting it, and I just noticed that the Kodoken part I have written, almost finished now, is kind of similar plot-wise to Blood Red Hands. Do you mind that? Do you mind me just sending Kenma through angst again? Because I don't mind that. But obviously, up to you guys. Kodoken's my ship. Yeah, I love Kodoken. Like, are we upset if there's a similar plot with another potentially bloody injury? Potentially. No, I appreciate it greatly. See, this is why I love this community. This is totally not a biased sample group. A sample bias group. Yes. What do you suggest to watch anime? Because I don't have anything. I have so many anime that I really like, but it depends on what you like. So, depends. No, I don't mind my camera angles. Gimme. I imagine grabby hands. Oh my god, I love that. Yeah. I didn't believe me. Every time someone said gimme, I imagine this. Gimme. So yeah, we love that. Yeah, see? I love my very biased sample group. What if Can I break a bone or two? Well, not quite. Not for this one. Oh my god, I'm so proud what I already have. Even though it's gotten way too long. These challenges are supposed to be 3 ships per challenge. And if I continue like this, that means like 30-minute videos each time, which is very hard to edit. But I might just do it for you guys. Will we have more on my new cameras and it made me feel like I don't have time. And that's how this is sweet. I wouldn't know how to make a video about NerdyNekoma again where that is the center of the plot, because what I have done ever since when continuing the book on Kodoken's storyline is to just sprinkle it in there as something normal. Like for me, Kenma just from that video on in the storyline is basically on this journey of exploring this. That storyline will continue with Kenma Angst. However, his non-binary identity will not be centered to that. But it will continue, very angstily. I mean, no, I would never write Kema Angst. In fact, he's very safe on my channel. Yeah, I'm so excited because I can't wait to finish moving you up in my avatar. It's so exciting. Yes, we need more people who write sexing stories. I love Angst, my favorite characters. I do not know why, but it's always what I gravitate towards. Oh, same, definitely same. Oh no, we are biased on Kema Angst. Oh, how did I not realize? Guy, silly you. No idea what you're talking about. Yeah, no, so, how to say? For the Kuroken part, definitely that would be Kema Angst, and for the Bokaka Kuroken storyline, we'll continue with more Kema Angst. Maybe a person on a bicycle being mean to Kema, panic attack. Yeah, but here's the issue, sort of. I don't like to make a character's queer identity the reason for conflict. I don't like it. There are a few exceptions. For example, the Sakuratsu storyline in Fake It Till You Make It. Obviously, that was part of the conflict. Though I think it didn't really apply to the relationship between Atsumu and Sakusa as much. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't like that kind of content. I rather write a story where them being non-binary or people being gay and bully is just normalized. That is what most and almost all of my stories are. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with the other stories, and I understand why people might gravitate towards them as like a form of healing or catharsis, but I prefer to envision a world where we don't have these issues. So yeah, that's just personal preference. Yeah. So it will come up again, I think, definitely, that Kema is non-binary again. I mean, it has already in some capacity. For example, when they met up with Daisuke Iwai again, and Kema used different pronouns that day. And I sometimes let it bleed into my writing. I don't think it will be something that is very central to any part of the story, at least not now. And I don't know how much I will currently let it bleed into my writing, simply because I have other focus points for that story and timeline planned. But yeah, we'll see. But it is on the same timeline. It is an official addition to that timeline. So it will come up again. It's not an erasure. It's just like Kema being autistic, which is also a constant given. His boyfriend's hoodies and makes a nest with them because his boyfriends are on work trip or something. Oh, that will be a good Omegaverse EU. Do you mind Omegaverse EUs? I will make that an Omegaverse EU. That will be a cute as hell Omegaverse EU. I can make anything into an Omegaverse EU. God, I love holding the power in my hand. I've recently reviewed some of your stories. Oh, thank you so much, Victor. Oh, you have no idea how much it means to me. And like, genuinely, it helps out so much. Like, I don't know how much that like translates, but every time like you guys watch one of my stories, you're essentially helping me live in Japan, helping me move, helping me buy furniture, and there's something exciting coming up, but I can't tell you yet. I'll tell you. But you're right. I need to go to sleep. You are absolutely correct about that. I haven't gotten an answer on the Omegaverse EU question though yet, and that's do it. Here we go. This is my community. And like he's super emotional when he finds out. Oh, and more MPreg. Oh, that reminds me. I wrote an entire Bokaku Kuroken MPreg 5,000 words. So far, it's only on AO3, but I will make a podfic version of it, like so, a video. Which yes, more Bokaku Kuroken MPreg Omegaverse cuteness fluff. Yes. My moderators want something from me. I'm scared. Okay. I have to go to sleep. I don't know if that's what they want from me, but they might get mad if I don't. So, it was very lovely being with all of you here tonight. I did stay way longer than planned. Whoopsie. Wish I said like 100 times. That's so much. Oh, thank you. Yes, please write it. I'm so ready for the story. I'm going to share it with you after this then. Oh my god, please tell me in the comments what you think. I would appreciate it so much. Oh my god. But yes, going to sleep. That's exactly the plan. I see you guys very soon, hopefully. I at least try to post updates about moving, which will be stressful, but I'm trying my best. And yeah, but I have something so exciting planned, and I can't tell you yet. And then, okay. Bye everyone. You're the best.